Alright guys, I'm creating this video to discuss my thought process for starting an economy on Mars. Okay, so today I was thinking about uh, how should I start, you know, not about me, I mean what how can we start the kickstart the economy on Mars. So okay, so I will share my thought process, and I am facing difficulties. That's why I am creating this video. If you find uh, if you find any ideas, please comment down below and please subscribe. Okay, uh, let's talk about what are the objectives. My first objective is creating creating a Mars economy such that I can employ 1 million people on Mars. I want to involve at least a million people on Mars because uh, it's needed. You know, without it, uh, it will it will remain a process for only governments or private companies only. You know, but I want people to contribute and expand the Mars economy as fast as possible. You know, and second one is tools. What tools are we gonna use to establish the Mars colony? You know, and the third one is kickstarting the cash flow. Okay, so today I was thinking, let's say we have this is our Earth, this is Mars. Okay, the first thing we think about is traveling from Earth to Mars. Okay, let's say we have a solution that is which is which is Starship. You know, uh, currently being developed by SpaceX, Elon Musk's company. You know, uh, this Starship will have a capacity of 100 tons of cargo. It means it can transfer travel 100 tons of cargo to Mars. You know, so let's say this is the first part of the question. Now what we have is tools. Let's discuss what I mean by tools. Okay, you know, let's say I mean tools. What I mean by tools is, let's say we have vehicles which are used in construction, mining. You know, trucks, dumpers, cranes. You know, trucks, dumpers, cranes. You know, and let's say we send a lot of robots to work there. Robots. You know, all right. So this is the capacity of a single Starship. You know, and let's say we have to send a lot of these things to Mars. You know, it will obviously be greater than 100 tons. So what Elon Musk is saying that he will he will create at least 1,000 starships. You know, all right. This looks very wrong, not like Starship. Let's say this is the Starship and times 100, 1,000, sorry, 1,000. This is the launch vehicle. You know, chopstick arms into 1,000. So we have 100,000 tons. It means, let's say we can take a lot of cargo to the Mars. Now what do we have? let's let's think. This is the terrain of Mars, you know. Let's say this is the terrain. Now let's say we have cargo. Let's say this is a location having our cargo of these. Let's denote it by cargo. No, not by cargo. uh, okay, let's say we have this as cargo. Okay, so we have cargo, and what it will do is, let's okay, let's say we have to start the economy on Mars. What things we require to enable us to do that? Let's say, okay, requirements. Okay, the first requirement is energy, you know, energy. These tools require a lot of energy to operate. And the next one is, you know, minerals. This is also, let's say it's a huge problem. Let's assume that we solve this problem, you know. We are able to mine this. We are able to mine these minerals, you know. And another thing is refining of these minerals, you know. Mine, then refine. Refine. Let's say we have to refine this. For refining, let's say we need a fact. Let's say refineries, you know. We need refineries. So this is the first problem we encounter, that we have to build refineries on Mars. Okay, let's say we have to innovate for this to work. For this to work, we need, let's say, construction capability, you know, factories. And then we also need machines, you know. And it's quite clear that we can't take all of our, you know, resources like these from Earth. This means we have to create these on Mars itself. Okay, let's divide these into two categories. Let's say we have first one is construction, buildings, buildings and stuff, and the second one is factories, machines. uh, the factory will also come under this. The second one is machines. So what can we do is we can 3D print machines there. Can 3D print machines, and let's say it's quite clear we can't use traditional construction methods just like we use on Earth, so we have to create new construction methodology. Let's say we create a block style methodology for that. uh, construct we Let's say we create tiles, just like a tiles we create blocks, building blocks, which is suited. Okay, this is a block, building block. Text. It's specializes in overcoming harsh environment of Mars. And we put together these blocks to create our we have these blocks to construct factories. Let's say, so this is the landscape, Mars landscape. Now what do we have? We got cargo. For in cargo we got a lot of tools, just like trucks, dumpers, cranes, robots, uh, specially designed for Mars terrains. Text designed to withstand Mars terrain and climate. Okay, this is the first thing. So we have cargo. Now let's say we develop all of these, let's say these are factories. Control Z, factories. We are categorizing it inside like a factories. Okay, so what they will output, they will give us output as refined minerals, and the refined minerals and the 3D printer machines. It will also give us machines. Okay, buildings. We are getting all of these from this part. So let's add another one here. Let's say we have factory, and third one is, now we have resources. Resources. Yeah, we got these from refined minerals. Let's say these are our resources. We got resources too. Resources में minerals and let's say fuel. We also got these things, you know, and then okay, now I will let's say now the problem arises which I'm facing, you know. Let's say we just looked at the tools section, you know, tools section. We got the tools now, you know, and now let's say 1 million people, how I will employ them, you know. So these things will operate, you know, at the starting. Let's say these all are automated, but it's not possible to automate all of these things fully at the start. Fully autonomous not feasible in the beginning. So this is the stuff we discussed. So since it's not fully autonomous, we will need people to operate these things and these processes, you know. So what I was thinking is I am going to create a platform, you know, a platform where people can interact with. Okay, I will put it simply that my platform is going to give them access to these tools so they can work on their own, you know. I'm just going to give them a platform. For example, let's say we have Clash of Clans, you know. Clash of Clans, you employ builders to build stuff, you know. So I'm giving control to people to operate these things, you know. But and also they are going to get monetary benefits for it. Let's say this employs million people, and it's not free. They will get paid for it. Good pay and access to Mars. Remotely. So my plan is to give 1 million people access to Mars, you know. They can manipulate people will be able to contribute, manipulate and construct on Mars and get paid for it. So now I will discuss what the main problem I'm facing. That is this part, you know. Okay, let's say let's discuss what is the fundamental of payment. My understanding of money is equal to how much value you provide. Or simply value. It means that money is the monetary, a physical quantity that is associated with the value you provide, So these all of this stuff will work only when there is a reason or way to monetize this and so okay, this is the problem I'm facing. Let's take look at what other people are doing. Elon, let's first Elon Musk. What is he trying to do? He's trying to build a self-sustaining colony on Mars. What does that mean? Self-sustaining colony on Mars. It means that the people on will be living on Mars can survive without any delivery from Earth. It means they will be making their own fuel, own resources, own food, and food on their own, But the problem, let me write this. It means generating food, fuel, and oxygen from the Mars itself. So he want to do this. But the thing is, he's going to use Starlink's money, to achieve this, he's going to use his wealth and Starlink money. Okay, so I will tell you what's the problem with this idea. So for this to work, you know, the colony of Mars will be dependent on money from the Earth. Dependent on money from Earth. But the thing is, it's not sustainable, you know. It's not sustainable because, you know, people are psychopaths. Let's say if it fails, you know, for some reason, let's say war or politics or anything else, you know, change of leadership, it will directly depend on, it will directly affect this, you know. And the thing is, this idea doesn't think of democratizing Mars, you know. It means giving access to, it will give access to Mars for a handful of people only, you know. No, I don't mean handful. He's creating Starship to send at least 1 lakh people, I guess. Yeah, he will send at least 1 lakh people to Mars, you know. But the thing is, how are they going to, let's say, you know, 100,000 people land on Mars. So, you know, but how will they, you know, create value? This is the problem, I guess, you know. Let's say what happens on Earth is, let's say people are working on an industry, and that industry is dependent on another industry, you know. And the ultimately you know, we are getting money from mining, agriculture, service sector, manufacturing. That's how economy works on Mars, you know. And the current doubt I am facing is, how will that work on Mars, you know. Let's end on this. How will economy work on Mars? This is the problem. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas, you can feel free to share. And also, I was thinking about, you know, where's my landscape? Yeah, this is the landscape. And I was thinking, let's say we will start, okay, let me introduce how so the climate on Mars is very different from the Earth, you know. Climate on Mars is different, it's very different. From Earth. also, temperature, temperature, atmospheric composition. And also I want to introduce biology, biological things on Mars. Let's say I want to introduce biological species on Mars. So what I was thinking is, let's say this area will be very huge, like its district level size. I will write with text. Size. Okay, why is it isn't moving? Yeah, it will be size of a district, and I will try to what will we will try to create this district as close as to the Earth's atmosphere as possible. I don't know how to do that, but let's say we do this, we achieve this, you know uh, achieve Earth like atmosphere in this district. And so what we will do is we'll try to create biological cycle for a district. Okay, let's end on this. So this was the final question. Let's say, if you guys have any idea how to do this, comment down below.